Hey, it's Rebecca Smith from the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, and it's time for Missouri Health Talks, a project where we listen in on Missourians' conversations about access to health care. This week we hear from Chris Rundle and his mom Angie from St. Louis. Their family shares a rare inherited genetic condition called familial adenomatous polyposis that causes cancer. They spoke about Angie's own experiences with colorectal cancer and about how this condition impacted them as Chris was growing up. Here's Chris.
Can you tell me about when your kind of illnesses start?
Yeah. Well, when I was 21, my dad had been having stomach pain for like a decade, but didn't go to the doctor. And then when he finally went to the doctor, 44 years old, and got a colonoscopy and was immediately diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in his colon that had already metastasized to his liver. His dad had also died of colon cancer at a young age. And because this was 2002, they were just starting to figure out the genetic component to that. So when my dad went with his oncologist, the first thing he said was, "How old are your kids?" At the time, my brothers were much younger than me. So they were like 7 and 10, and then I was 21. And the oncologist said, "We need to get her in right away." So I went in for my colonoscopy. And I remember when I woke up that what my mom said to me was, "They found some stuff."
You had me when you were 20, so pretty much all my life I've known.
That's
really.
right.
It's just something that I've grown up with, so yeah.
So this specific type of cancer we have is called familial adenomatous polyposis coli. And it's a 50-50 chance every time. It's like flipping a penny every single time. You may or may not get it. So with my brothers, they knew from the time they were really young. So that's very different than my life, which is like I had no idea, and then it just was thrust upon me.
Yeah, especially raising a kid at the same time.
Yeah, it was back to back to back. My dad's dying. You have stage 1 colon cancer. Also, you may have given it to your child not knowing.
Yeah.
That was tough because my parents couldn't really help me because my dad was busy dying of cancer. My mom couldn't really help because she was busy caring for my dad and her 2 young children. But thankfully, my godmother, who is my dad's cousin, helped a lot. And she said, "I'll take care of him." And so she came and got him like the day before I had my surgery. And then I didn't see him for weeks. So it was very hard. I was scared that he wouldn't remember who I was, which is silly. But another weird thing, I just remembered this. He didn't have that many words because you were only like a year old. But one of the words that he knew was medicine because mommy always had medicine. So I'd be like, "Go get me the pills over there." And I would have him shake the bottle so I knew which pill it was that I needed because they sounded different of the rattling, like a capsule or a tablet. So yeah, he didn't even know that many words, but he knew medicine because it was important. It was something that he had to deal with all the time.
It's pretty impressive. That's a lot to say for a young mother to really be able to do that. I don't know. It just seems pretty impressive.
That was Angie Rundle and her son Chris speaking about their experiences with a rare genetic condition that causes colorectal cancer. That's it for this week's Missouri Health Talks, which was reported by Katie Quinn and edited by me. Tune in next week for more conversations from throughout the state about health and access. I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for listening.